Now I'm going to show you something that is going to totally blow your rocks off.
Hi. How are you?
Hello? I think you guys got a new band happening here. Hey, guys. Oh, big golfer. All right.
I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. If you have a problem, turn off your station.
Wednesday night. Wow. That wasn't me, by the way. Happy Wednesday, September 20th, 9 p.m. Eastern. I said Eastern. Hope everybody's having a great week. Well, actually, some people I hope have a shitty week, but that's all right. We're going to be a little short-handed tonight. Somebody Kurt isn't going to be with us tonight. He's got extreme diarrhea. But I brought the rest of the team with me. The star of the show.
What's going on, everyone?
This is the thumbnail.
Yes. Raboner.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Wow, that big, huh? Would you look at that? How you guys doing tonight? Wednesday. You know, Wednesday used to be like the worst night of the week, right? Everybody's like, oh, hump day, Wednesday sucks. Well, still got to. Well, when we're on, a lot of people think it's the best night of the week. So we're doing the Lord's work here on Under the Bus Network, everybody.
I look forward to it like Christmas once, so 52 Christmases.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Or 52 Halloweens for
for Raboner.
Yes.
Is it Raboner or Robo Boner or?
I tried Robo Boner. I tried Boner Cop. I tried a couple, and it just
Cop just rolls off.
Yeah, it just looked right. So I was like, all right, fuck it, you know. Too good.
It's so good.
Too good. I'm like really red now. I'm blushing. It's hot as shit in this room. I got a puppy dog who doesn't know if he wants to be in the room with me, if he wants to be in the bedroom.
Oh, is this what's his? Oh, I'm sorry. Bear's first appearance on the show.
Well, it might be. He's laying down now. I don't want to bug him, but if he gets up, starts whimpering again, I'll put him on camera.
What's the under over of him pissing and or shitting upstairs?
No, dude, the last couple of days, it's like miraculous. So it's like all of a sudden he's like, oh, okay, I get it now. I get it. So
you have
like
those pads?
No, we didn't use no pads. No. We let his ass out.
That shit works. Cool.
Yeah.
Nothing like a puppy.
Yeah, right. It's like a friggin' job. I know we got somebody. Well, I think the Chad is in here, and he has like a puppy. He's had a puppy for I don't know how long now, and it's still a full-time job for him. Chad, where are you at?
He's here. He's creeping.
Yeah.
Brought my pumpkin spice candle, but I can't smell it.
Uh-oh.
I can't taste anything either. I think I have the itis.
You got it.
I got it.
You and Kurt been smooching behind the bar.
Just a lot of fellatio with Kurt and I.
Oh, straight to it, huh?
Straight to it.
So he gave you the name Robo or Boner Cop.
Raboner.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. There we go. So anyway.
So what's new and exciting in the land of make-believe, Caleb?
Wow.
It's not a puppy anymore, right? 18 months. I'm sorry to cut you off, but 18 months isn't a puppy.
It's right on the cusp, I think, because
I
that's
think
when you change the food. That's when you change the food.
Yeah, 2 years.
All right. 2 years, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 14-year-old. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Dog years.
Yeah, right. That's right. Isn't it like every 7 years is like a human year? Isn't that what they say?
Yes.
Something like that. Like the first year is 4 years, the second
Yeah.
year is like 4.5, and then it's 7, and I don't know. Yeah.
I hate the fact that my cats pee everywhere after cats pee. What? So did you have a litter box?
Cat piss is just pure evil.
Oh,
It never goes away.
no. Dude, I could have swore I told you guys this story. I don't know how long ago, but my aunt and uncle in New York lived 2 houses away. Sean's parents, Brian. They had I forget what year it was, like a Chevy Cavalier, maroon Chevy Cavalier. Well, one summer night, they left the windows down, and one of the cats, I guess was an outside cat, got in on a hot summer night, pissed in the back seat. Dude, it was like you said, it was hell in that car from that point until they friggin' got rid of it. They just
Talking about a hot summer night.
they could not get rid of that smell. And every time you got in, it was like, oh God. It's terrible. Terrible. So
Cat, it's fucking just wrong. And it smells so bad. I had a cat, Dimebag Daryl. God
rest his soul.
He pissed on a brand new couch that I had. And I walked in the living room and I could smell it. I was like, no, fucking put that couch right outside. It was maybe a week old. I fucking tossed that thing. Because once it's just saturated with urine, it's done. It sucked.
Yep.
Terrible.
Anyway, should we do a quick roll call since Kurt's not here? Get it over with?
Get it over with, yes.
Sure.
Why not?
Right. You want me to do it tonight?
Sure.
All right. We got let's do a fun
37 million homes this television goes into. There's 3 people in each home. That comes to 28 million people.
The fucking gander here.
How big is it?
right.
The best.
We got Andy Carson, Ashley Moe. Hey, Mo. BonerJams, false flag all the way from Australia. Hellstorm, Joe Brown is here. Oh, by the way, congrats. I don't know if we're supposed to be saying it, but fuck it. Congrats anyway. Joe, a.k.a. I farted. See, my question has been answered. Who farted? Joe farted. Kevin Bethel, KXM Rock. Maggie Mojo. OU812, that's Ryan. Papa Blue, what's happening? Patty Dill, hey now. R2R3 Locking Butt Nut. We got Renus Pinkle. We got Bozique is here. The Chad, like I said before. The Lawnmower Tapes is here. Remember The Lawnmower Man? What a shitty movie that was. Tim Thomas. Under the Bus Network is here. I'm assuming that's where is it?
Kurt. Skip.
And Billy DeSilva is here with his massive Under the Bus Network hat.
Massive.
Massive. It's massive, everybody.
Yes.
So anyway, big doings.
True.
Thanks everybody for coming out tonight. And
yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
we appreciate it. Thanks for coming and hang out with us on the shittiest day of the week. God bless your soul.
Yep.
So Jay, what's new with you, my man?
Nothing much. Jeannie's away for the night. Some work BS. So I'm here with the kids and a puppy and with you guys.
Kids are tucked in.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they've been. You know, daddy gets shit done when he's when nobody's here to help.
Oh, don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
Yeah, I know. They'll be strolling up here in a few minutes. Watch.
Daddy, I can't sleep.
Ellie farted.
Oh, are they in the same room?
Yeah, tonight I put him in the in our bed. So
and then you move them.
they may or no, I'm gonna leave them in there. I'll cuddle with them when I go to bed. But yeah. Well, we got puppy talk, we got kid talk, we got cat piss talk. We're really really moving tonight, huh?
Moving and shaking here on Under the Bus.
Yeah.
There's a couple topics I want to get to tonight at some point. Nothing too crazy, but I do want to go off on a certain band that actually I enjoy.
Ooh. Can we get a hint?
One of the guitarists' name is Zachy Vengeance. So
I think that kind of gives it away, huh?
A little bit.
Not for me.
All right. Well, that's A7X or AX7. Which is it?
A7X.
A7X, Avenge Sevenfold.
Yeah. So I definitely want to get into something about them that's really just been pissing me off. So.
Gotcha.
Yes, there's been a haircut.
Oh, do you have a line on the side of the head too? Like how it goes back, or is just how you comb? Oh, that's fucking tight right there.
Oh, that's called a hard part. She shaves it in. Yeah.
Yep. They go.
Yes. Oh, she digs it in. It hurts. Yes.
Yeah, there's certain spots in the scalp.
Very
sensitive. Ow.
Stop that.
Stop moving.
Yeah.
See, you got a Z. Hey, Zorro.
Yeah. No, I'm going back on The Price is Right on Friday.
Oh,
are you really?
Trying to get back. Well, it's my birthday, so I'm trying to use the mojo of my birthday. When I was there last month, a guy went up. It was his birthday, so I was like, all right, if I go back, I'll go on my birthday and see if that mojo works.
You're gonna get a shirt that says "It's my birthday."
Yes, I did. It's I got a shirt that says "It's my birthday. Pick me."
Please tell me you have it near you.
No, but it's in the dryer. I can go fetch it. So.
Oh, I gotta see it, man.
I don't know why. Yellow. It's bright yellow. Okay.
Like neon yellow, like fucking. Well, this doesn't look like neon.
It's just yellow. It's just damn yellow. So
it's like NFL goalpost yellow.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't know which pants. I don't know what pants to wear with it. I'm thinking of wearing my yellow zebra stage pants. Maybe that would.
I think if you wear the nerd glasses with the t-shirt.
Yeah. And
then, so I don't know about. You got neon yellow with like regular yellow. It's gonna look like super faded yellow.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta match them up. See what's up.
You got any like bike shorts?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna mail you my
the bike shoes too. I should wear the shoes so I clip and clop all over the place. That'd be great.
Dude, I'll send you my stretched out striped EVH pants, my tights that have just enough room for the old kielbasa in the downstairs. What do you call it, Brian? The downstairs region?
The downstairs bonanza.
Yeah. Yeah, actually I'm not gonna wear my band because I think they don't like self-promotion unless they ask you, you know, what you do or something. They don't want you to get on the camera and then promote something else. And so I've already, I know some people in the field of game shows and stuff, and I definitely asked what would be a good thing to wear. Last time I wore a Taylor Hawkins shirt. I thought that would be good mojo. And didn't work.
But 95% of the people there probably had no idea who he was. So
probably, but most people there had shirts that are like, they get on Amazon based on the show. Whether it's a custom Price is Right shirt, like pick me, Drew. We love you. Or we're from Indianapolis too, Drew. Or something stupid.
I drove 17 fucking hours.
Right? Yeah, people do. It's crazy. And
is he from
you
Cleveland?
got like a 1 in 40 chance of getting picked. So not great.
Maybe rock a under the bus shirt.
Yeah, they definitely could be on there.
Right.
I wonder if like when you go in, well, obviously you were there a month ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're walking in, do they look at what people are wearing and you're like, you can't wear that fucking shirt, dude, take it off? Or what do they do?
I'm sure they do actually, and they all they take you get sat in a holding area of like they have these rows of seats and they pull each row. It's like 12 people each row, and they pull you aside into another room for like a little pre-interview. So they just go down the line, give you like 30 seconds each to tell you about to see your energy and see if there's something there, and they're checking their demographic box. You could tell with who they actually picked, like that it's all different type of people and stuff. So I hope I represent. You know,
you just got to do some wacky shit or some goofy shit just to.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna shit myself and just just take it out of my and go. Yeah, this is what I
Throwing
do.
it around the studio audience.
Yeah, I'm gonna diarrhea the whole area. It's like the plane.
Drew rhymes with poo.
Yeah. Gonna
That's
turn
awesome.
this studio around and go back to JFK.
Well, happy early birthday, Caleb. Happy 38th.
Yeah, I wish. God, thank you,
Well, here's a set of those for you.
thank you.
Yep.
There you go. Make a wish.
They look like identical twins.
They do.
Took me a while to find that. Yeah, she did. She has a good job, doesn't she?
She does. She's in good shape.
Mhm.
Yeah, that too. I still don't watch that show. I gotta check that out. That's amazing content.
Yep. The Price is Wrong. Yeah, man. Bob Barker. When you think about what was it? What golf movie was that again? What's the name of it?
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore. Dude, Bob Barker looked like he was 90 in that.
I
And
know.
that was how long ago?
25 years,
God.
30 years. I don't know. God. Yeah, it was so weird. In the line going into the studio, they had these things you could look at while you're going by, and I saw a picture of the two hosts from The Price is Right, Drew and Bob, together, and they had the two hosts from Let's Make a Deal, because they shoot on the same studio. It's all in one picture. So Wayne Brady and Monty Hall, and so we were going by, and I'm like, I was just thinking, man, Bob Barker, he's still alive. He's got to be super old. And then the next day, the next morning, he's dead. It was so weird. It's scary when I once in a while think about somebody who I haven't thought about in years, and then they die.
Oh, great.
That week. So don't let me think about you.
I'll make sure we stay in contact.
Yeah.
Because if we ever lose contact for a while, and then
Wonder what Jay's up to.
Jay's doing. He's fucking dead. Right. Well, you know what you do? You do scrap the whole birthday shirt. You got to get one. I was here the day before Bob Barker died. Like,
there you go.
That's the way in right there.
You didn't pick me, and he died. Okay.
You.
Yeah, I hope they don't watch this show.
Did they still have the hot chicks during the showcase showdowns and stuff like that? Or are they like?
Yes.
Are they like?
They're
yes,
dwarves.
there's one super like hot, and she's been there for like 20 years or something. So she's but she's still she's still hot.
Mm. Talk about been there for a while. Talk about Vanna White. Like, holy crap, man. I remember living in Illinois. When did that show premiere? 85, 86 with Pat Sajak and Vanna White.
Well, it was Chuck Woolery in the beginning. I remember that, and Vanna came on with him first.
Oh, no shit.
And then he disappeared. So who knows? He probably tried something with Vanna, and they're like, you got to go.
Chuck Woolery,
mid 80s canceling, but I don't know. She's been there super long. She's Vanna Beige now.
Oh yeah, big time.
But imagine getting that much money for so long. You barely say anything. You stand there and turn things.
And her
smile.
job got easier because she used to actually have to turn the thing.
Right now, she just taps it.
And I don't even think tapping it does anything. It's probably all automated. There's probably somebody else off camera doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're like,
digital.
well, we got to have Vanna do something.
Yeah, just have.
Can I tap it?
She actually signed a contract extension, so now she just stands there and it'll just go on its own. She's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah, just like that.
Mm-hmm.
That
Just
should
like
be
the
the new
workforce.
Vanna White right there. I heard he's leaving. So
Yeah, Sajak.
Yeah.
Imagine having that gig for that long, right? Jesus.
Bank.
Mm-hmm.
Six-fingered blasted assault said, "Great job on the thumbnail." That's all Jay, guys. I'd say 85 to 90% Jay does the thumbnails, but Kurt is also
Kurt's
a
done
big
lot.
contributor.
Yeah.
They kind of it's dueling thumbnails.
It is dueling thumbnails, but that's all Jay. Raboner was Jay.
They try to up it. Yeah, that looks fantastic.
Yeah. That is amazing.
That is amazing.
That's one of those ones where as soon as I put Brian's face over it, I was giggling, man. I was just sitting here like, oh shit.
I can't see Peter Weller. I can't see Peter Weller anymore. I just see Brian.
See, this is why deep fake shit and AI is a good thing. Eventually, we're going to be able to go in and have a BonerJams version of RoboCop. You know?
Well, you ever notice like when you see a movie, it's a biopic, and the actor kind of looks like the guy he's playing, but if he's really good, you know, like a third of the way in, you don't see the original, like Rami, right? Like I didn't see Freddie Mercury anymore. I saw Rami as Freddie Mercury. He was Freddie Mercury.
Mitt Romney. I was like, I didn't remember him being in that movie.
No, he wasn't in that. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like he made himself Freddie Mercury in that movie, and then you kind of just saw him, and so that's what it's kind of like with that thumbnail. Is what I was trying to say in a short way, but that turned into
Big bucks.
Hey, false flag. Oh yeah. Oh, what? I got to get me some Whitehead. Maybe my birthday. Hey, maybe we can have that guy come on and sing "Happy Birthday" to himself. Wouldn't that be cool?
Oh my God. Except Caleb, if you were to get white headphones, you can't buy them for yourself. You got to have somebody else buy them for you.
Yeah.
So that's
or no, yeah. Have somebody needs to get them for me, and then he can come on and he can tell us all about his birthday on my birthday. That would be so perfect.
It would. So well, thank you, False Flag, for the big bucks, big money.
I'll get some white headphones. Are there $10 white headphones out there, or actually, what are the $7 white headphones?
We have some money in the coffer. We can splurge a little bit.
Oh, we got to divvy that shit up. Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, use it.
I was thinking about waiting for before Christmas time.
Oh, Christmas bonus.
Just so I'd be able to buy. Let's see. Somebody asks me. Hellstorm says, Mandy Rose or Alexa Bliss? Well, I think Mandy Rose is a complete whore.
Oh,
so
her.
Are you talking about just to bang once, or are you talking about somebody that, like, you know, might be a cool chick to hang out with and stuff?
So who's Mandy Rose? Like, have we seen her? Does she come up on our thing? Do you flash her?
No, she's had a lot of work done, I think.
Let me check.
Yeah, let's pull up Mandy Rose. But Alexa Bliss before she was pregnant. I'll tell you that. That's who I would pick. Hey, Fruitcake Tony, what's happening there?
Mandy Rose isn't ugly though. She is not ugly.
No, not at all.
Hi.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Where was that other one about shit, Beesman?
Yo, what's up, Cakes? Which one?
Damn.
Who are we talking about now?
It was the free he got a free sandwich from Portillo's for wearing
R2
under the bus. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna talk to Shay from Colonel's Popcorn.
She'll kick your butt, dude. This chick's
ripped. Yeah. Dude, some of those wrestling chicks aren't, you know.
You should see her colon. It's fucking
I don't know, with your tongue.
Is there a link? Just kidding.
So I'm going to talk to Shay. If anybody goes to the Geneva store at for Colonel's and has an under the bus anything on, I'm going to make sure he gives you some free shit. Geneva, Illinois.
I'll be there I'm going there next month and in November. So
are you really?
I'll make it a point to stop in. Yeah.
Where are you going in Illinois? Chicago?
Chicago, yeah.
So I think I'm trying to think how far Shay is away from the city. I think he's not close, maybe half hour, 45 minutes.
I'm going to reach out to R2, R3. We're going to go for some Portillo's, get some beefs, some cheesy beefs, maybe go to Gene and Jude's in Franklin Park. Fuck yeah.
Portillo's and then Colonel's.
Portillo's,
wash
Gene
it
and
all
Jude's.
down with some chocolate cashews and some corn.
Then I'll vomit immediately after.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. Just like that.
What's this?
Is people doing hashtag Colonel's Crew? Should I do that too?
Colonel's
Yes.
Crew. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Ashley and Joe. I might have given away your hashtag to Colonel's Popcorn. I think he's going to get some shirts made up where on the back it has hashtag Colonel's Crew. So I told him to if he does that, I'll give you guys credit for it. I'll make sure
Definitely.
we send you some shit.
Yeah, we'll open a 529 plan in your son's name. Oh, did I give away the sex? I'm sorry.
A 529 plan. What's that?
Yeah. It's like a college savings account.
Is anybody really going to college anymore? Doesn't that like you're right into debt for the rest of your life, right?
No way. Fucking we have presidents who will just wipe that shit clean.
Genies didn't get wiped clean. Like, oh, you got to start paying it back now, Silent Bob. Now,
Silent Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what's this Avenge Sevenfold news you want to get to, Beesman?
Let me pull up this shit. As I'm pulling this up, you want to highlight my favorite Greek god, Spiros.
Oh, it just popped up.
Big bucks. Big bucks. Big money.
One guy should hoard all the super chat and Patreon loot so we get some more drama.
There's a 25% chance of that happening, right? So,
yeah, when you got 4 people involved, there's a good chance of it happening.
That's true.
All right. So I was reading an article a little while ago from my man Zachy Vengeance. First, I want to start this off with I really enjoy Avenged Sevenfold, and back in the day, even to this moment, Waking the Fallen is one of my like top 10 favorite albums of all time. I just think it's fucking amazing. It's a masterpiece.
It's a banger.
Jay and I saw them at the Chance with like 48 people there in attendance.
If that might, if you include the people working at the Chance and the band's crew, you're probably right, about 48 cats.
Yeah, and it was fucking awesome though, right?
Yeah,
they were tight, they were good, aggressive.
And it was before they completely exploded.
Right. Yeah, this was like what, 02, 03? It was something in that ballpark, right?
Yeah,
I just forgot when specifically. But if you guys are not aware, Avenged Sevenfold is a metal band, I would say a hard rock metal band from California. And they used to be really good. And I mean used to be, because over the years they've changed. The stage I came out like what, 6-7 years ago now, it was a pretty good album, but had zero promotion. So it was kind of disappointing where they didn't get enough love. And then went on tour, the singer M Shadows, Jay's favorite, he loves that they go by nicknames, blew out his vocal cord again, or he had like some nodules on his throat. Anyway, they haven't done shit in like literally 6-7 years. And their new album came out and it didn't perform very well. I think it peaked at number 13. Like I peak at noon or in midnight. They peaked at 13. Their last album was 4. So they're progressively getting worse. Their new album sucks. It's fucking And reading about this, and they're saying that as a band, I never want to feel like I'm phoning it in. I don't know what you're doing, but this last few albums have been garbage. Like there's no, Jay, did you listen to it at all?
No. I heard that one song, I guess the first song they released.
Right.
But again, I haven't been a fan of that band since their first album. So it's difficult, to really, you can't take somebody like my opinion about it for normal, Avenged Sevenfold fans. So.
And if anyone in the chat has listened to the album in full, it's I don't know, it's disjointed. It's all over the place. There's no cohesiveness to it. It's not, older albums had, some hooks. It had some groove. It had some shit to it. This is just shit. And then how they talk about themselves and how good they are. It's just like, are you listening to the same shit we all are? Because it sucks. Like, this isn't good. Like, it's not obviously Sinister Gates, aka Brian Hayner, is an amazing guitarist. I think we all agree that he has the chops and he can play with anyone. But it just sounds like a bunch of shit, and it took him 4 years to write a bunch of shit. And they're like, we don't want to go back and write the Nightmare 2 or City of Evil 2
because they can't. That's why. When a band says, when you're talking about, and we'll get back to you continue in a second, but I got to chime in here. When you have a band that has, their biggest successful album, and then a couple albums go by, oh, we don't want to just keep go. It's because you can't write that shit anymore. You had you caught lightning in a bottle, and it's not like it's a weird thing for that to happen. Every band has an album that is their greatest achievement. That is the one that's the biggest album they had. And yeah, we're not saying have, like Metallica, the Black Album 2. We're not saying that. But why would you completely change, just because you can't? I don't know. Continue.
I agree. It's just, I think the first single that came out is definitely one of the highs of the album. Probably that. There's one other song that's pretty good, and I forgot what it is. Mattel, I think it's called.
Mattel.
Yeah.
Like the
toy company. Yeah. So there's definitely some cool elements to the album. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's some good parts, but overall it's just shit. And I just do not like how they talk about how great they are. They haven't done dick in years. Like, they're not going on tour. They're not promoting. They're not doing a lot. They don't do a lot with their fans. I'm just really disappointed in who they are. Like, they think they're the next coming of Metallica, and they're quickly, like, for a while, I'd say 8 years ago, I was like, oh, they're Avenged Sevenfold's the next Metallica. Not anymore. Not with the shit they keep putting out and how they talk about themselves. And again, I'm a Avenged Sevenfold fan. I'm just really disappointed in like how they are. It sucks. So
there you go.
That's all I really got. I know, Caleb, you've heard probably a little bit of Avenged Sevenfold. Are you familiar with any of their discography besides like some of the stuff that we've talked about?
Not really, but I definitely know that they're like a very popular metal act, and a lot of people like them. But I mean, what I would say about what I'm hearing you complain about is that no one bats 1,000 in the business. There's always a stinker, and there's multiple stinkers in a lot of cases. And the only thing I don't like of what you said, where I'm like, these guys have a problem, is I don't like bands that talk about themselves like they're the shit, because I mean, who does that? It's like boxers, and then someone's got to lose, right? But they both think they think they're the greatest, and but then one guy's humbled, and I don't know. It's just, that shit gets old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think a lot of times too is Wayno's comments funny. Hold on, I gotta read that out loud. Jay just cut BonerJams off, and I have no idea what his point was. Neither do I. I got about halfway through, and I was like, I should probably stop talking because I don't even know where I'm going with this. I will say that I think a lot of times it's the fans that a band comes out with an amazing album, and it almost seems like from that point forward, that's the bar that is set by a lot of fans. And when a band can't reach that bar anymore, the fans complain about it.
Yeah.
And it's like we want that same shit again, and it's hard to write great music. It really is.
Agreed.
Yeah. Jay Santiago. Gizmachi only had to see. Hey, we only had 2 shitty albums.
Right.
But we're 2 for 2. 2 for 2. So I guess
there.
Batting 1,000.
Hey, we bat 1,000.
Yeah. What Wayno's talking about the first 6 Van Halen records. Sure. But even some people will say, oh, Diver Down, but they went on, right? And they put out a stinker eventually. So
yeah, but
what's their first?
Hey, hold on a second. Yeah, we're going to get to this because there's not many bands who can go more than 2 records and not have a stinker. You know, there's certain bands like Van Halen's one of them where you have to go until like the very end of their catalog, you know, or I guess the Sharon era for me, until
Yeah.
they had a stinker. And that's insane when you go that far into somebody's career before they put out an album where you're like, I don't like this.
It is. It's very rare. But yeah, that's a good one. Anyone in the chat, like any major act, you know, list what you think their stinker is. And we'll discuss that. I think is a good idea. So yeah, I love Diver Down. So yeah, they were batting 1,000. That's why they were as big as it gets by 1984. So.
Well, I love the bands who their first album is a stinker, and then all of a sudden they catch fire. Like all of a sudden they realize who they are, and everything starts to come together. Those are a rare breed where it's like, damn, you hear a band, they have like 3 albums out. You're like, oh, I never heard of these guys before. This album, it just came out. It's the shit. Let me check their catalog. And you go back to their first album and you're like, oh my God, these guys, the fuck is this the same band I'm listening to?
Yeah. Well, it's amazing, like, because a lot of first records, second records, in a lot of cases aren't the one you did with the record company behind you. So you don't have the production quality. Like Nirvana is a great example. You know, their Bleach record sounds nothing like Nevermind, nothing, and that's because of the budget. And
well, and you, like you said, the producer, I think Butch Vig is a huge reason why Nirvana ended up becoming Nirvana.
Absolutely,
because that album is a perfect mix of that, you know, raw energy, what became grunge and all that shit, but it also had the polish of a big time rock record.
Big time rock record.
Yeah. So Caleb, getting back to Van Halen, so you think their first stinker is Van Halen 3, correct?
Well, I think the band ended in 1996, basically, when they didn't reform with Dave. It just took such a different turn. That 1998 record with Gary, it didn't work, and you know Gary will admit it. You know, but there's another record or almost record out there that they never put out, and supposedly there's some great songs on that. So the second, you know, Sharon era record never came out, but apparently it was much better than the original one, from what I've heard. I haven't really heard any of those songs, and
you have to go to Gary Sharon's house to hear them.
I'll have to go to Gary Sharon's phone and hack it. But yeah, I something dramatic happened to that band in the summer of '96, and it's too bad, because when I mean, I've said it before on the show, when I heard Me Wise Magic on the radio, I was in the van, you know, in like Wisconsin with Tonic. We were driving somewhere, and we were listening to the radio, and that song came on, and
you all just whipped it out, man.
All me. I mean, I was the way biggest fan, you know, but I got chills. I think I started to get emotional just to hear something new with Dave's voice on it. Even though Dave's voice was a little weathered by that point.
A little, huh?
Yeah. But still, just to hear it again, and I actually love that song. So yeah, it was the biggest tease, switcheroo, bait and switch, whatever you want to call it, of like all time in music, I think, to do that to Van Halen fans. And I think that had a lot to do, you know, aside from the music that came out on that Van Halen 3 record, with what the result. I think the fans revolted when Gary, you know, was announced, and then that record came out and flopped, and I think the fans said, you know what, you you almost gave us Roth back, and then you do this, like, what's that? And I think that was the hubris of Van Halen brothers at the time, is they thought they could get away with that, and I think they were sorely mistaken. But that's all history.
You got lightning, lightning in a bottle with Dave, and then you caught it again with Sammy. You catch it twice. Consider yourself lucky. You know, they tried to catch it 3 times and didn't really work. So we got, I highlighted a comment before. We got Shay from Colonel's Popcorn. See, we were just talking about him and he shows up. Shay, we started a promotion for your popcorn shop.
Send him a link.
If anybody, Shay, you want to hop in?
Yeah.
If anybody shows up to the Geneva shop while you're working, wearing an under the bus garment, they get free shit.
Somebody's already starting their car.
Yeah, they're sitting outside waiting for it.
Rolling out.
Yep. And you got to get the hashtag Colonel's Crew shirts rolling. We got to get them in here. Do a giveaway.
Colonel's Crew.
Shay, I'm going to come out and see you. I'll hit you up before I stop by.
He'll make sure he has diarrhea that day.
Sounds good. So, getting back in the chat, some bands that put out some stinkers. Wait, no, basically, just make sure that we're on the same page here. I'm just really disappointed in a band that I really liked. Now they're big-headed and their albums suck. So that's basically what I was going with that. So, apologize for the long-winded diatribe of ignorance, but
no, dude. You know, when I think that's a good part of the show is when you have an opinion about something that you're, you know, pumped up about. Explain the whole shit. Get crazy with it.
Does Avenge Sevenfold? Do they still have their like original lineup?
No, the drummer passed away.
Was he like a major creative force in the band?
Yes.
There you go. Then there you go. Right. That might be everything right there.
I think you're right, because the last really good album of theirs was Nightmare, and he wrote it with Sinister Gates. Then he passed away, I think, in pre-production. So then they had what's his face from Dream Theater?
Mike Portnoy.
Portnoy came in because that was one of his favorite drummers. So like an homage to him. So he did the drumming on the album, did a great job, and he also went on tour with them. But that was the last album he was on, and then ever since, it's meh. You know, the stage again. The stage was all right. The stage was all right, but "Hail to the King" was the biggest load of shit I ever heard. Until this new album just is fucking garbage. And I'm sorry, like, if any of the guys in Avenged Sevenfold are listening or watching, first, thank you very much. But second of all, get your shit together and put out some fucking good shit. Go back to how it is. You don't have to recreate the same album. Just don't put out the shit.
Who have they been bringing in for producers? Probably guys that write radio rock.
Joe Barresi.
Joe Barresi's good.
He is good, but it was a 4-year montage of stupidity. It took 4 years to put out that album.
Okay, so 4 years, in my opinion, it can go either way. It could be 4 years, meaning they took their time to make sure they got these songs right and put out an amazing record, or it took them 4 years because they couldn't come up with any good shit,
or nobody was happy,
or nobody was happy. They were fighting.
Not everyone was happy. You know what happens usually when a creative force dies, then somebody else tries to jockey for position, right? And that could kill the whole thing, because they've been kind of canceling that guy out for the whole time, and that's why it worked.
But they're having success, so it's like, all right, well, whatever, you know.
Right, and then that guy comes in, I got this stuff, you know, and then it doesn't work, and then you're like, what happened?
Yeah,
I think we found it.
Yeah,
you know?
Mr. Perfect with the perfect plex here. Mike Portnoy quit Dream Theater only to get fired by Avenged Sevenfold, which is true.
Yeah,
he injected himself into Avenged Sevenfold and was kind of trying to take the reins, and they're like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
Yep,
they kicked him out.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. There was a huge thing back then, like, 'cause Portnoy wanted Dream Theater to take like 5 years off. He said they were kind of, album tour, like any successful band, back then. That's what you did. And I guess he was getting a little burned out, but at the same time, he was doing all these side projects in Dream Theater's off time. And all of a sudden who put that up there?
Mr. Perfect.
Perfect Plex. Yeah. The gig for Avenged Sevenfold came up, and all of a sudden that's when he was like, "Oh, guys, we should go on a little break and then come back and kick ass." And they were like, "No." And he was like, "All right, well, I'm going to quit," because he thought he had that gig locked up. Lock it up. And then, yeah, he quit Dream Theater, and then literally within a few months, he got Avenged Sevenfold was like, "All right, we don't need you. Go fuck yourself." Oh, you all right, Bear? Bear?
That is true. That is true.
It's a delicate balance. There we go.
Yeah, Dream Theater is
Robo Lewis.
There you go.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah. Man.
So anyway, some other bands. I think Ashley said Dave Matthews haven't put out a stinker yet.
What?
Caleb, what's your thoughts on the Antichrist, Dave Matthews?
I try to avoid it.
Why?
Much, look, I don't know the man. I've heard he's a terrific dude, and they're very talented. Everybody in that band, you can tell that the musicianship is off the charts. His voice just bugs the shit out of me, and always has. And it starts right there. Like I can't get into it. So I've never made one purchase.
I'm a fan of Under the Table and Dreaming. And then I think the next album has like a couple cool songs, but I can't really go back and listen to that shit anymore. I liked it when it came out. And then just after a bunch of years, I'm like, that shit, like Caleb said, just something starts to irritate you. And sometimes you can't pinpoint what it is. We're like, fucking A, man, I can't listen to this shit anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, super successful band, rabid fan base.
Oh, thanks, Brian.
The people are very devoted to them, and that's all you ever want in this business. So good on them for doing the right thing and getting to where they want to get, because all those guys are multimillionaires. So there you have it.
Here you go, Jay.
I hate Dave Matthews because of a story an ex-girlfriend once told me. She had a prior boyfriend of hers, a guy who I hated. Well, usually isn't that par for the course? Had sex at a Dave Matthews. What? See, who told you this? Did she tell you that? See, when girls start telling their boyfriends, "Oh, I had sex with so-and-so at the Dave Matthews concert," those are women that just are begging for that cause drama.
Wow.
Isn't it true? Right?
Is that song ruined for you, by the way?
Yeah. Do you want to hear when you start dating somebody, you want to start hearing stories of her banging an ex-boyfriend or anybody?
Yeah. Imagine if that was your favorite song. Is that a song, Ants Marching? Is that a song?
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine if that was your favorite song, and then your girlfriend tells you that's who she was banging somebody to, and you're like, thanks a lot.
Yeah. Imagine you hear like, "Oh yeah, at the taping of Live Without a Net, I gave 7 guys blowjobs." Like,
right during, yeah. Sometimes it just ain't enough, and I got a load, and then another load, and yeah.
And then you find out Peter North was at the show.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, is that?
Hey, did anybody try the experiment?
Yeah.
All right.
What are you doing? There he is.
There he is.
Yeah. Did anybody in the chat try the experiment that we put up last week? in a row.
Anybody? Yeah, anybody in the chat try that? Well, I'm gonna go with it works.
Oh, really? You tried it?
Without saying that I tried it, I'm gonna go with it works.
Wow.
Yeah, especially for distance.
Wow. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Caleb, we got to do a little bit of a FaceTime here.
Yeah, let's do a FaceTime.
In the green room.
No view. You know,
In the
no
green
view
room
FaceTime.
after the show, you will.
Yeah.
You show me what you did and how you did it. All right,
You
guys.
mean like last week? Okay, cool. All right.
Don't suck any dicks in the parking lot.
Yeah. 37. It was 37.
37 dicks. Yeah.
Not 27.
The
All right,
fucking best.
37. That whenever I hear that number, I think of that movie. And
Let's
that
go
guy-
right to that line.
that
Is
guy
there any?
saying,
Are there any
30.
big time hockey players that have the number 37? You can have people yell to him as he's skating down the ice.
it's not a very popular number.
Definitely not a popular number.
Wasn't like Sergei Bergeron or something? Wasn't he 37 or some shit?
Sergei Bergeron.
Sergei,
Patrice
he's a
Bergeron?
Russian French Canadian. Yeah,
Well, Jeremy Roenick was 27. JR.
Yes,
he
and then
was.
97. Yep.
and he's such a beautiful guy that they won't retire that number for some reason. Yeah.
You know,
How do you not get your number retired if you're Jeremy Roenick? And there's got to be a story.
well, he
Well,
was.
they didn't win any championships or do anything with
No,
them.
I mean, then you got to retire Belfour's number, right? Like, where does it stop?
I know,
No.
but he was their best player.
Oh,
for
dude,
a
he
long
was
time.
the
He was.
reason why people went. You know, he was my
Yeah.
favorite player when I was, he was
Mine
there.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Like
was
my
the
favorite
shit.
numbers growing up was 23 for Ryan Sandberg, Michael Jordan, 27 for Jeremy Roenick. Yeah.
There you
Yep.
go. Remember, he was the best player in NHL '94,
Yeah.
right?
What he was on the Blackhawks when they got smoked by the Penguins in the finals, right? With
That was his
Yager
rookie
and Lemieux. That was
was
the
his
rookie
rookie
year,
year.
right?
Yeah, he was still youngish though.
Youngish. He still had acne.
He hadn't primed yet. He yeah. Man.
Well, he
We're
tells
talking sports. Let's not lose him.
Yeah. He told a story a few months ago about Michael Jordan. He was on one of the Chicago radio shows. And I think who the hell they were playing somebody in the finals. I don't know if it was Malone. Who's
Yeah.
the-
Yeah,
What team?
the
Golden State.
the
No,
flu
not Golden
game.
State.
The
No,
flu-
this wasn't the flu game. They were in Chicago, and he played. He played.
he played 36 holes that
yeah, he
day,
played 18 holes with Roenick and Jordan, and he was drinking.
drinking.
And then after that game, he lost a shit ton of money. And then they played another 18. So Roenick called like his buddies, like, hey, we played 36 holes.
Bet
with
the
my
house. Yeah, bet the house on the Jazz. Right.
He's like, I'm betting all the money I won off you today, Jordan, that you guys are going to lose tonight. And Michael was like, all right, I bet that I'll score at least 40 points and we'll win or something like that.
Yep.
And he did it. Yep.
I remember. I almost wish we could put this up and watch it and show the audience. There's a story because Roenick would go to great lengths to prank his teammates. And there's this one story about when he was on the Sharks late in his career, and he pranked some rookies in Vegas. They were in Vegas. Like they went to Vegas and then they were going to go to a party, and I don't want to ruin it for anybody because the story is freaking amazing. And it's on another channel. What's that?
You got to
gotta
tell it
now.
You got to tell it. Now you got me at the seat of my pants.
Yeah.
Can we see if we can put it up, or it's
What-
gonna
All right, we'll do it. What is it? What do I search for?
Roenick party story? Party story.
Sorry.
Like,
Fucking COVIDing all over the place right now. I'm sorry, guys.
Cloveting.
I'm glad you're there.
I've made it a verb.
So the greatest prank of all time, as told by Tory Mitchell.
Yep.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
What channel is it?
It's on Spittin' Chicklets.
Oh, we'll get flagged, right?
Yeah, it's 21 minutes long. I don't know where the hell
Oh,
the story actually starts.
That's a story.
It is phenomenal. Should we risk it?
I don't want to sit here.
They
for
won't
20
strike
minutes.
us, right? They'll just
risk it
ding
for
us?
a biscuit.
I don't want to sit here for 20 minutes and watch a story. I mean,
It's so good.
well, how about this? I'll put it in the chat, and if anybody wants to
It is so good.
watch it after the show, just open that up in a separate window, and then you can check it out if you're a
Yeah.
sports or a hockey fan.
I don't want to. I won't ruin it for everybody. I think all, but don't go there now. We should have said we'll put it up after the show. Now we're gonna watch our number just
We got
drop.
20 people watching now all of a sudden.
Yeah.
All this talk about 37 cocks and Jay throws on some chapstick. That's true.
There you go. Yeah.
It's true.
Sense memory.
Yeah. I always put it on before though. You can't go
Anyway,
in, you can't go into a thing like that with dry lips.
Oh, we have
So-
6,800 people watching right now.
pretty
Mhm.
good.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
What about the let's see. Since we were talking about music a few minutes ago, I figure we can go to this because Beesman sent this earlier.
Yeah, I thought you guys would enjoy this. And as you're pulling it up, did you guys see I started decorating for Halloween up in this motherfucker?
Oh, well, hold on. Let's highlight you.
I see spider
What
webs.
is going on with this thing? Come on, piece of shit. All right, here we go. Let's get that 37 cocks off of there.
There we go. So yeah, I put the spider webs up, and I have that crazy killer clown guy over here, which is fucking dope. It's starting to come together, guys. It's starting to come
Beginning
together.
to look a lot like Halloween.
It's the
There
shit.
you go.
And I also purchased a 12-foot mummy that's in my yard. It's fucking fire, which
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't show anyone.
You gotta get a picture of that.
I will. I'll send it to you guys later.
Post it.
I will.
Is it lit up all killer?
It is. So it's on a timer. So for 6 hours straight, once it gets dark until like midnight, it's just on. And I bet my neighbor is like, this fucking guy.
Yeah.
And this weekend, I get to put out Michael Myers in the yard. I put a spotlight
Yes.
on him. So it's pretty cool.
Great.
Yeah, it's the shit. I'll bring everyone.
Oops. What
We have news.
the hell's going on?
Something happened?
What the
I'm always hoping there's like breaking news when that happens.
There it is.
So
It glitched out for a second. I had to go back to it. All right. Go ahead, Bees.
yes, I saw this article a little while ago, and since I saw Eddie's sexy ass face, I know Caleb would enjoy it and Kurt. So I was like, you know what? Let's check this out. So 10 all-star guitars that define the 90s, which this was, I know Jay loves lists and all, but I was pretty accurate. And, you know, so I wanted you guys to see it and we can go through it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why Eddie isn't first. I mean, but that's all right.
Yeah.
We can't all be fucking. So we got Billy Corgan's Fender Stratocaster Bat Strat. I have never seen that guitar before, and if I have, I didn't really notice it too much.
It's because
Right.
you were staring at his hair the whole time, not
Oh,
his
yeah.
guitar.
Wow, he's got hair.
Yeah.
When is that from?
Like 1992.
Yeah, that's like the beginning.
I
Yeah.
only remember him bald with his weird egg-shaped head.
Yep.
People who are bald without facial hair frighten the shit out of me, and they should be kept away from schools. It's just like the only hair that you have
Your
basically
eyebrows.
is your eyebrows. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, come on. That is a like pedophilia haircut right there. If I haven't ever
It
seen
kind of
one.
is.
It really is. I think everyone in the chat would agree too.
Hey, Vlad.
And if
Like
anyone
half-
is sitting there,
Half our
bald,
audience. That's like half our audience. So go easy.
but if anyone's sitting there with a shaved head and no facial hair, it's like that's fucking weird. You got some
we
child
just-
porn on your
we
computer. I
just
know
lost
you
20
do.
people.
Dude, yeah. Does anybody in the chat have a shaved head and no facial hair? Let's see. Oh, Andy Carson. He's that guy. Got to run, y'all.
Gotta go. Bad.
It's great.
Yes, this download's opening. Just gotta go.
But that strat is pretty cool, though.
I mean, I guess. What strat was it before? It was the batch.
I don't even know. Like
And it was.
I can't believe that
strat.
a guitar I've never heard of is number one.
Right?
That's perfect.
I don't necessarily think it's in like sequential order. I think it's just.
And don't put numbers.
And don't put number one on there.
Agreed.
Yeah. People
Agreed.
are dumb like me, and they'll go number one, Billy. What?
I've never fucking seen the goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 57 Fender reissue.
Cool.
Yeah.
Dude,
Pretty cool guitar.
there's still something with that volume knob, literally half an inch away from that high E string that I just can't do.
It is a bit. Yeah, I'm dealing with that now, but
Really?
it's okay. Well, I have this new Strat, and
Right.
I love it. But
Does it really bother you that it's that close to the high E?
it would bother me if it was a low, a low friction pot, but it's not. So it doesn't really get knocked, but it definitely isn't. It's too close for comfort.
Yeah.
But
It's like when you're getting your chode massaged and you're like, oh, where's stop right there?
yeah, that happens. All the
Yeah.
time.
Now, not only do I not know this guitar, I don't know who the fuck that is.
Who's Johnny Greenwood?
He's from Radiohead.
Okay, I don't know anybody. Does anybody know anybody's name from Radiohead that isn't a huge fanatic of that band?
Not really. No.
Tom
No.
York, right?
Like people that don't know, that aren't really fans of Van Halen, know that Eddie Van Halen, who the fuck he is. People know who James Hetfield is, even though if they're not huge Metallica fans. But this fucking guy,
Yep.
Johnny Greenwood, fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Does anybody else give a shit who this fucking guy is? Look, even Quentin James.
Yeah.
Joe Bonamassa probably owns every one of those guitars. Well, we know he doesn't own one. Johnny Appleseed. We got James Hetfield's ESP MX 220, the fuck 'em up guitar, the black one.
Jay, can you play this video real quick?
Loud.
Good.
Caleb, by the way, this is my second favorite live video ever recorded.
Oh, really?
This is right up there with Live Without a Net as far as just capturing a band at their, live musicianship.
Zenith.
Yes, they're on point. They're playing shit great. I mean, Lars is Lars, but you take it or leave it with them. But they're on fire.
He's playing this riff so fucking fast. Like
Yeah. We got to go to the end. Hold on. The end is fucking crazy. We got to do it. By the way, that was like one of the last songs in the whole show, and they were fucking
on fire.
cruising. Yeah, cruising. So you saw that windmill, right, Caleb?
Yeah.
You wonder why Jason Newsted needed neck surgery.
Yep.
That's my conolingus neck movement right there.
Dude, goes to the doctor. Good doc. I don't know why, but my neck's killing me, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. It's the best. All right, how do I get out of this shit? Began using the ESP MX 220s in '88. The first of which was white and named Eat Fuck. I thought he was using that before Justice, but again, I could be wrong. He might have had a couple of them,
Sure.
One that called Kill Bon Jovi. That's great.
Yeah. Well, supposedly the Eat Fuck guitar, it's on tape. He has probably some kind of what's this tape called? Gaffer's tape or whatever the fuck it is, pro gaff tape, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And he just supposedly it said eat, fuck, sleep. That was like what they were doing back then. And there wasn't enough room, so he ripped the sleep part off and put the tape on his guitar. That's supposedly how he got that. All right.
There we go.
Nuno Betancourt's Washburn N4.
The ugliest fucking guitar ever.
I don't know. It's kind of cool. It fits him though. When you see that guitar, it looks like, oh, that's Nuno's guitar, you know?
It's the only one he ever used.
We should have a picture on it of it besides a video. Let's see if we can get.
It's just ugly as
Dude, you're filming this video. He shows up to the fucking set wearing that hat. You're like, is he serious with this fucking hat? Right?
Yeah.
No? Definitely getting flagged, by the way, on this one. I don't think it's, yeah.
because of the fucking
It's
guitar.
so sad we're getting flagged for that song. God.
Yeah, that's all right.
Not my favorite.
Dude,
No.
the solo though is ripping.
Absolutely.
Sick guitarist.
Yeah.
Shitty, ugly ass guitar though.
And it's super tiny, that guitar. I remember seeing it for the first time, like in person. It's like, whoa, that
Was
thing
the-
is small.
The
Well,
body.
Yeah.
He makes it look big.
The body of Christ.
Yep. It's like narrow too. You know, like top to bottom, not just this way.
Yeah.
It's like yeah.
That's what she said.
Yep.
Yep.
Billy Joe Armstrong's Fernandez S style blue.
Yep.
Fuck that guy. He's an absolute clown show. I hate Billy Joe Armstrong with an unbridled passion.
Wow.
Yeah,
Strong.
fuck that dude. He thinks he is the man.
Dude, if you sold as many records as he did, you'd probably be an asshole too. I mean, you know, why
Yep.
wouldn't you?
Yeah,
They're very successful.
very successful. You got to give him credit. Guy is an absolute stroke, though. An absolute stroke.
When you flash back to what was it, 94 was
94 with fucking Dookie. And
well,
then
not
fucking
even that, but they were on the
Woodstock.
Woodstock, right? 94.
Yeah.
tossing mud.
Dude, that's almost 30 years ago, right?
Yep.
Flashback at that moment, watching that, there's no way you're like, oh, those guys in 25, 30 years are still going to be huge. You're probably thinking, you know, these young dudes playing this pop punk, rock punk, whatever the hell,
Yep.
they're not going to be around in a few years, you know, but here they are, still kicking.
Are they doing? Have they come out with anything? I clearly don't pay attention to Green Day, but have they
Neither
done
do I.
anything in the last
I
few
could be
years?
wrong. I could be wrong.
They,
And I'm going to
They
play
keep
stupid
going.
here, boys.
they
Huh?
keep going and they keep filling stadiums.
The only cool person in that band is Mike Dirnt, the bassist. He was in Screeching Weasel, which is a dope punk rock band. But Billy Joe Armstrong, fuck that guy.
Oh, we're
All right.
talking about his guitar here.
Fuck his guitar too.
I'm going to play stupid. Well, not play stupid. I am stupid. I did not know.
I
didn't know
saw
that-
Green Day at the Whiskey, by the way, in September 2019. I was lucky enough to get into that show, and it's one of the greatest shows I've ever seen. So there you go. And you might not like that guy, you might not like what he says, but fucker can put on a show, and it doesn't end, and he gets the crowd going. And what more do you want? So.
Well, I didn't know until this moment that wasn't a Stratocaster, a Fender Stratocaster.
Yeah, he couldn't afford one. That's or maybe not. I don't know if Fernandez sounds like a budget model, but yeah, that guitar's been with him the whole time, and he still plays it.
That's crazy.
It is.
Man, you got guys who change guitars every 2 songs just because they can, right? And then you got guys that just say, no, one guitar. My guitar is all I need. You know?
That is true, Black Salami.
Hey, some of
is
your
true.
favorite guys are pole smokers. It's just true. So there you go.
Yeah.
Like it or not.
Edward Van Halen's Frankenstrat surely changed rock music forever, but that didn't stop Eddie from veering into territories unknown in the early 90s, ushering in the Ernie Ball Music Man EVH. There's tons of footage of Van Halen holding his amber orange colored 5150 Music Man during various music videos and shows during the 90s. And it's with good reason, as the Music Man EVH is as comfortable as it is snazzy.
It's actually, for the record, translucent gold.
There you go.
Translucent gold.
Caleb, what do you think of that guitar?
I have it.
You like it?
I had it in '93. I got one from the store, and you know, yes, one of those guitars where you first time you play it, you must leave with it, and you know, I think people know the story that watch the channel. I sold it like an idiot in 2016, and then regretted it, and then our good friend Paul Marshall had a few of them, and he of course, you know, when Eddie died, all of those guitars, especially that model, went through the roof because there's only like 6,000 of them. And yeah, Paul gave me like a pre Eddie death price on an Amber that he had, and what a beautiful gesture. So I was able to reclaim that guitar, and yeah, it's one of the best electric guitars ever constructed, in my opinion. So
that being said, what is your favorite Eddie Van Halen guitar?
Oh man, favorite looking,
whatever, however you want to break down. You could do looking, playing.
Well, looking, it's I think the Bumblebee is the greatest looking rock guitar of all time. Just
that guitar
black
is awesome.
and yellow, and just you know, I still remember looking at that Van Halen 2 sleeve or whatever and thinking that is the sickest thing I've ever seen in my life, and I still think that. So yeah, the Bumblebee is my favorite looking guitar, but my favorite playing guitar that I own that's a Van Halen guitar is probably my 2009 EVH Wolfgang USA. So, and the new made in Japan is pretty close too. It's really, they did a really good job. So yes, there you go. Dawn back. Speaking of the Bumblebee, it rests with him.
Yes, it does.
Can I zoom in on this?
I don't love that guitar, but that's perfect for Dimebag.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't want to say I wouldn't be caught dead playing that guitar, but I wouldn't look cool playing that fucking guitar.
No.
You know? And if you notice, I know we can't really zoom in. Hold on, let's go to Caleb real fast.
And he's got a Garth Brooks shirt on.
Oh, he's got a Garth Brooks shirt on. He's got, who's the hot chick in the headstock there? I don't know if you can see it. No. Up here, top right.
Can't see it.
There's a chick, like a picture of a chick up there. But also, if you notice, in the front, the neck pickup on the top and bottom, he's got tape over the lip of the pickup, the bobbins, right? Like right here. He's got tape. So that, you know, when you whammy like he did, that high E string can sometimes get stuck underneath the lip of the pickup. So that's why he and guys like Steve Vai and stuff do it. I had to do it on my Mirror Universe because it used to get stuck on there. So that's why when you see a tape on there, that's why guys did it.
Do you still have tape on the Mirror Pickguard Universe?
Yeah, unless it came off. That guitar really hasn't been played much. It might have dried up and come off, but I didn't take it off. All right, let's see that guitar, Caleb. Chalk finish, right?
Chalk finish from CHS Custom Guitars. I did the paint job, but I sent it to Craig there in upstate New York or whatever where it is. It's Carmel,
New York. Yep.
And he did the finish for me, which is kind of like a matte, which is different for the for the Bumblebee because it had a deep gloss That's why Eddie didn't like the guitar. I mean, there's a lot of reasons because they tried to counterfeit them and sell them behind his back and all that. But you know, I saw a comment like it's the Frankie for is it Wayno that put that up? Yeah, well, the Frankie is a mess, and that's why Eddie loved the guitar more, probably, and the way it sounded. But he likes guitars that don't look new, and this one looked super new when it came out. And you know, I don't know. Look at that, though. Look at that.
Do you ever play that live?
Yes. Yeah, I played it the big Vegas show we did in January. I brought 4 guitars, and I brought this one out.
What song do you use that on?
I used it on. I tried to keep it in the era, which was "Somebody Get Me a Doctor" and "Dance the Night Away," and I think I used it on "Pretty Woman" too, because I think, or "Nerdy Woman" we do, because it was sandwiched between those. So.
Yeah, you know, if you have all those Van Halen guitars, you don't want to be playing that when you're firing off "Best of Both Worlds" or something.
No, I mean, yeah, I use a standard Wolfgang for the Sammy stuff because it's in standard, most of it. So,
is that tuned down or is that standard as well?
This is E flat. Yeah, this is a half step down.
Yep. Cool. What's up, Smitty? Coming to us live from the Slut Hut. What's going on, bud?
Fucking this never mind.
Put the lotion in the basket, my brother. So Brad, Brad's here from Dan Under.
What?
Go
Who's here?
Chat. Brad from 5150 show.
Where? I don't see him in here.
Brad Cook, yeah, there you go.
The hell is
Brad? Just scroll up a little.
There he is. Hi, gentlemen. Finally caught you guys live. I'm just at work. I love the EVH Music Man, an amazing sounding and playable guitar. And the FUCK, still one of my favorite eras. Brad, good to see you, dude.
Yes, he has the Axis, which came out after Eddie left Music Man, and a lot of people think, and I'm one of them, they fixed a few things on the Axis that made the guitar better, probably. And one of the most important things is they widened the fretboard up here in this region, and I think that was a huge fix to a little bit of a slip off high E problem that the Ernie Ball Music Bands have. So
it's funny because it actually mentions that. See, it says custom body contour was added and a wider neck was adopted to prevent string slippage.
There you go.
Yep.
Oh, we didn't get to this before. My apologies, everyone. We had some breaking news. We were talking earlier about Dookie. Speaking of Dookie, hey everyone, my friend Angelo is gay. He just told me. Congrats on the gayness, Angelo and Jimmy. It's good to see you.
Oh, take a fucking gander here.
So the story goes that Dimebag won his legendary 1981 Dean ML, which he would later name the Dean from Hell, in a contest that same year.
Yep.
Owning a Dean was Dime's dream. For young Dime, at least, dreams do come true. Before the guitar could be anointed the Dean from Hell, it's garish? What is that? Garish maroon colored body would have to be remedied.
Yeah,
I didn't know he painted that.
It's all like ugly. Yeah.
That didn't happen until a few years later when a local luthier, Buddy Blaze, who had temporarily purchased the guitar from Dime so he could buy a Pontiac Firebird, repainted the guitar and fitted it with a Floyd Rose and gifted it back to Dime. No shit.
That's awesome.
From then on, the Dean from Hell was Dime's main squeeze, starring on albums like Cowboys from Hell and Vulgar Display of Power.
Yep.
Man.
Craven Soda, yes, I have a Tracy Guns Kramer Gunstar that Tracy gifted me
We're just going to skip this fucking asshole.
beautifully.
Who's that?
This fuckhead, whoever
Oh,
it
the
is.
Union Jack, Noel Gallagher.
Look at him. He has that look like of a guy who thinks he's fucking God's gift to guitar playing, but he has the look on his face also like he has no idea how to play guitar.
How do I fret an open G chord? Let me show you.
I'm the best fucking guitar. I can't do it.
Him
The
and his
best
brother are
guitarist here in the fucking stadium.
they're fucking complete cunts. Those two.
Didn't they fight on stage?
Dude,
Naked.
they hate
It was
each other.
weird. Yeah.
They're
Fucking-
not
they
even
took off-
talking.
They took off all their clothes. They started. It was weird. It was just fucking weird.
Jesus. He's a fuckhead.
Yeah.
Plus I can't stand their fucking music either. Tom Morello, performance guitar. Oh man, I remember Nesdal talking about performance guitars, saying that they were goddamn amazing.
Yeah, and Vi had that the original.
With the green,
Yeah, and the flame guitar is a performance guitar too.
Yeah.
Flame.
Somewhere between jamming in a garage band with Adam Jones from Tool and packing up and moving out with, Tom Morello asked Performance Guitar USA to make him a custom guitar. For the uninitiated, Performance Guitar USA owner Kenny Sagai, cream of some young guy.
Sagai.
Guitars for Frank Zappa and Steve Vai, so he was no chump. But much to Sagai's chagrin, Morello was unhappy and he began modifying it to the point that the only original component left today is its alder body.
Yep.
And I didn't know that. As such, Morello's Blue Arm, the Homeless guitar, is said to have featured dozens of pickups, necks, and tremolos. But these days, it has a fathead sustain plate fastened to the back of the neck. What is that?
I don't know.
EMG. We got to look that up, boys.
Fathead.
Yes. I don't know what it is.
I know what the fathead, the sports wall decals are.
The decals.
Yeah, fathead sustain plate. Let's look that up.
I've heard that he has the same half stack. There's only one half stack he's ever used since the beginning of the band for all the records, and he brings it everywhere too.
Interesting.
It's like something like irreplaceable, and it still travels with him, which is crazy to me.
I love Tom Morello's guitar playing. I do not like his tone though.
What? Not even on
The first album, yeah, but
First
after
album's
that,
good.
it's just I don't know. It's weak sauce, you know.
Sounds like him.
It definitely does
Okay.
sound like him though.
So here's that fathead sustain. So they made them for, I guess, different parts of the guitar. You can put them.
Wow, what a cool idea! I've never
Right?
seen that.
Man,
That's rad.
that is pretty cool. And then weird shit pops up. I got to be careful. I think I have my safe searches off. And I spelled fathead wrong. Oh, well, whatever. It's there.
Is the next site that you have Pure Mature?
Yes, it is.
Pure mature.
Sustain ring for your cock. It's funny you mentioned the amp because when Neural DSP came out with the Tom Morello amp sim plugin a few months ago, they mentioned that about that amp has been his amp from, years and years ago. And that's the only one he uses, I guess. So that's kind of cool though, I guess, when you're the company responsible for, putting out a plugin emulating a certain amplifier. You only have one to pick. Sometimes guys have an amp, whether it's their signature amp or not, but they're mass produced. It's like, well, some amps sound better than others, right? Like, which one do we pick from? Well, there's only one, so that's kind of cool. This fucking guy.
Kurt.
Kurt. Let's see if we can get a shot of it. Let's see. So I'd rather just see a picture of the goddamn thing, not a stupid video.
We'll definitely get dinged for that.
Oh, yeah.
Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Go Bang.
Go bang. Go bang.
As an unwilling face of the grunge movement, Kurt Cobain flipped the script in the early 90s, and he did so for the most part with his trusty 65 and a Jaguar in hand. Kurt's Jag is all over 1991's Nevermind, appeared during Nirvana's performance on SL 92, and was in Cobain's hands when he was... No, I'm sorry. It wasn't a shotgun, everybody. It
was placed in his hands. Yeah.
Damn.
She did it.
Oh, fuck yeah. Or she had somebody do it.
She had somebody do it. She's got an alibi. But
remember like he had so much heroin in his system that they were like, there's no way that a human being he wouldn't have been able to function at all to do that shit.
Didn't he have like horrible stomach issues?
Yeah.
Like he was just always in pain, right?
Yeah, he was miserable.
Yeah.
So and he tried to kill himself a month earlier in Rome. So
when in Rome, kill yourself.
Yeah.
Good night, false flag.
So
yeah.
I think she saved the note.
Yeah, she's like, look, he just said he was going to kill himself. This is perfect. We can get away with it.
My record's coming out in a few months. Oh my god.
Damn.
We're so fucked up.
Yeah. Sorry. I saw that documentary. It was not settling.
No. Kurt had better tone than Randy. Dude, anybody had better tone than fucking Randy Rhoads.
I think he was talking about Randy Price.
The tone on Tribute is pretty rad. I mean, just on the records, it's not great, but I liked it on the live one, the posthumous release. You
know, when you think about the years that, Randy Rhoads' Ozzy records were came out, man, sometimes you think like they didn't know really what they were doing back then. The engineers, the producers, they didn't have the blueprint yet of like what hard rock guitar is supposed to sound like. Nowadays, it's like you put a guitar tone like that on an album. It's like, what the fuck were you thinking?
What are you thinking?
Yeah.
Exactly. No, it's amazing how many crappy guitar tones there are, and I don't know how it usually comes from a producer who doesn't play guitar.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they don't understand. It's the most important freaking sound in the band, aside from the drums.
Bueno.
I love that. Nelson. He's God rest his soul, because he's still alive. He's just ripping people tonight. Fucking Nelson's on fire. Love it.
Who's Graham Coxon?
No clue.
Is his middle name Big? What am I, 10 with jokes like that?
Jay, what about Quentin James?
All right, let's not get crazy here. All right, anybody but Quentin's RP 360 has a better tone than Randy. I'm just fucking with you, Quentin. Well, kind of. Maybe not really. A little bit. Tiny bit. Oh, Nelson's a little behind here.
What? George Lynch, king of crappy guitar tones? Excuse me.
Put on the first Lynch Mob record. Holy shit.
Dude.
You kidding me?
Most anal guitar tone guy in the world. Like that's a misstatement. I'm sorry.
Dimebag was super anal about his tone as well.
Dude. There's some versions of George Lynch's tone that I think are just like second only to the King, like ridiculous.
Zach Wild?
Hold on, where is it? Hold on. Come on, man. Bad guitar tone. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make the argument that whatchamacallit? Hold on.
There you go, Jay.
Argument that, let's see, like Back for the Attack, I like it, but it's kind of thin. It's a kind of a thin guitar tone. I would agree that Under Lock and Key has a better guitar tone.
There's like a rasp and like a warmness to it, though. You can't, and that's where it starts to become good guitar tone. The ripping and tearing of it, and the warmth.
I love ripping and tearing.
And obviously his hands, have a lot to do with it. What he's doing with his hands. But George Lynch is one of the last people I would ever dog on guitar tone.
Yeah,
AJ,
I agree with that. What do
Michael Mojowski has Randy Rhoads' worst recorded tone. Great player though. Jay, your thoughts?
I've said this before, and I'm sure hold on.
Sure, Mikey Mojo
has heard me say it a million times, but I feel like Randy Rhoads is the most overrated guitar player. And my reasoning behind that is to be one of the greatest players or considered one of the all-time greats, you have to be like they say in sports, a 5-tool player or however many tools you want to say. The songwriting has to be there. Obviously the solo chops, which he had, I'm not going to take that away from him. Rhythm guitar playing, he wasn't super tight as a rhythm player. Listen to the recordings. He's sloppy. And when we talked to Paul Marshall about it, Randy Rhoads was in Quiet Riot, and they still haven't released those albums yet because they suck.
Because they suck.
They're completely terrible.
Yeah.
And like that's my reasoning behind it. I don't want to shit on Randy Rhoads.
Yeah, dead guy.
Come on,
but again,
but his untimely death had a lot to do with his placement,
his legacy
on the ladder.
Yeah. And his tone wasn't good. So you got tone, rhythm, songwriting. I'm trying to find 5 here. My brain's not working too well. But
he looked good on stage though.
Yeah,
so. Stage, his appearance.
Mm-hmm.
But also in regards to his tone, do you think Ozzy had a say in it since it's his band?
No.
No, really?
You know what's crazy though? Go find the live MTV show that Ozzy did a few months later with Brad Gillis, and Brad Gillis is freaking amazing in that role. That he just stepped in like before YouTube. He learned all these songs in a night and was on the tour. But I remember watching that show and I'm like, who's this guy? And so give Brad Gillis a look in that show. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, some of those stories about how a guy only has like a couple weeks to prepare for a tour with a band with all new material. Like when Kevin Moore quit Dream Theater, they went out with I always forget the guy's name, but he's an amazing keyboard player. But he learned and that shit ain't easy. It's not like he's just playing the chords behind, everything. There's so much shit to learn with Dream Theater material, especially for keyboards back then. And you watch that concert or the shows he was in, like his first show with Dream Theater, and you're like, how did he learn all that shit so fast? Some of these guys are they're different on a different planet, whereas like Caleb, I mean, I'm sure if us or whoever, you only gave us like 2 weeks to learn a full set of a band that is pretty progressive. It's got some difficult stuff. Like I'd be like, oh my God, how am I going to pull this off?
No, they'd have to wear an extra diaper.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way. That's,
Is this true?
Yeah, that's. I've never heard that, but.
Huh.
DeMartini, dude. I saw that. There's another guy, and he got screwed by the mix. He's never loud enough in the rap mix. It sounds like the drummer mixed all those records.
That was Bo Hill, the producer. All his records had that fake drum sound. Yep.
Huge fake drum, terrible drum sound. Just in your face, and it's almost like DeMartini's guitar is lower than Robin's, and he's the rhythm guy. Like it's strange to me how poorly Warren got mixed in that band, because he should be right out in front.
Oh yeah,
he's the hood ornament of that band.
Warren Zevon.
Warren Zevon. Warren DeMartini. Yeah, DeMartini's freaking great.
Yeah, fantastic.
Dude, I would love to mix some of those old 80s rock records, man.
Right.
You know, some of that stuff, like to replace those drums with like real rock sounding drums. Holy usually you get paid for things like that. I'd pay money to do it.
That's a great idea. Like, there's probably some bands would be interested in that, because it would totally change the presentation. Big time.
Yeah, a lot of those mid 80s rock records, they suffer from the production. It's like, oh God, yeah, great songs, but it just the drums, man.
Yep.
Bobby Blotzer.
Wow. A lot of gay shit on the show tonight. Damn.
Oh shit. Test tickle. I showed Brad Gillis how to play an A minor 7.
There you go.
Well, with that left hand, Quentin, how could you not?
Yeah, and he got some butthole with it too.
Mutt Lange, Bob Rock, Bruce Fairbairn were great. See, if Bruce Fairbairn would have produced Van Halen 3, I think it would have been night and day.
He would have just said, "We're not doing this.
It's not good, guys. We got
there's no Van Halen 3." Sorry.
Yep.
In fact, he probably walked in and said no.
That's a good point, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing this.
No, I'm not. No, thanks.
And didn't Van Halen want Bob Rock to produce Balance?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm trying to remember the story here. Let's see what Brad says. Brad says DeMartini playing on the Jeff Beck tribute album on Train New Ways is outstanding, and his tone is unbelievable. Strat into a Marshall with room mics, massive. So I think a lot of people discount the room mics on a lot of these recordings. Speaking of Bob Rock, he was mentioning when they were doing the guitar tone for the Black album, there was something missing, and I guess Bob Rock couldn't figure it out. And once they started bringing up the room mics, I don't know how many they had. He said that guitar tone would be so hard to recapture in real life again because of all the different microphones they had. All the different things different cabs, miking them. Obviously, the levels are going to be weird and shit like that. But something with a room mics bumping a certain frequency, I forget what it was now, listening back to the interview, but room mics are a great way, or a room mic is a great way to add something extra to a guitar tone that I think a lot of people don't really think about. All right, I'm sorry. I felt like I just said that to myself. I'm staring at the wall talking to myself. There you go.
On. Is that the end of the story?
Yeah, I guess it is.
Okay.
You only took half a gummy tonight, thinking, all right, it's going to be a nice, easy show. I'll just take half a gummy tonight.
Yep. Nope.
No.
I guess when they did the mixture of this one, it all was on one side. All right, that's the end of this article.
Yep. That was pretty cool. Some cool guitars, not so cool guitars.
Is there any guitar, or are there any guitars that anybody could think about from the 90s that would trump any of these ones? Because I'm sorry, guys. This one, the whole OK Computer guy.
Computer guy.
The Billy Corgan. I understand, Billy Corgan, I get it, but I've never seen that guitar before. I didn't know he had Huh?
To me, the most iconic guitar from the 90s is the Korn's Universe from the
Why
Blind
did
video.
they have that up here?
Yeah,
I would have rather have seen that.
agreed.
Yeah, where's Tremonti's ESP?
I don't think that was. Well, yeah, it was 90s,
It
right?
was 90s,
Agreed.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
But then again, this is Andrew Daly.
Daly. What other big band? What's a big band from the 90s? Like there were a lot. So,
Yeah.
Soundgarden, some
yeah. Where's
Alice in
where's-
Chains.
where's that SG? Yeah, where's
Let me
fucking
find it.
God, I always forget his name. So
See.
I'm old.
It's all right.
Yeah, Jerry.
Jerry
Where's
Cantrell.
Jerry's? Yeah, where's Jerry's G&L?
Well, this one the article I found just goes through time. All right, we're not going to do that one.
As you're pulling that up, my boy Xander Raymond Charles is in the chat. Xander is currently, I don't know if he started. I don't know, Xander, if you had your first show yet, but Xander flew out to Chicago the other day. He's going to be on tour for the next few weeks. So, Xander, stay safe, man. Everyone in the chat, say hi to Xander. Wish him luck. Break a leg.
Xander.
You got to see this shit. I remember this one, Beesman.
Which one? What do we got?
See, now I remember looking back at these pictures years ago, and they both had Ibanez Universe guitars, and this was 94, 90, the album came out in 94, so this is probably 95, something like that.
Yep.
And they just destroyed these guitars. You know, that one nowadays is very rare. It's just the white Ibanez Universe. And I mean, they treated those things like dog shit. And back then, you really didn't do that type of thing to expensive, high-end guitars. You know what I mean? And I always just thought that was really weird that they just destroyed these goddamn things. But, you know.
Yeah, agreed.
Let's see if there's another one I can find. Those guys.
Those guitars are the shit. But the black Ibanez, the Universe, the one that Jay you have, the one I have, that's iconic to me. That's one of the best guitars of all time.
I agree. Just some guitars have a magical feel to it. As soon as you touch it, you're like, oh, something about this one. I can't find
Have you ever played the Ernie Ball, Jay?
Dude, if I did, it was probably in a music store back then, but I don't remember. I don't remember ever touching one, to be honest. Wow. Yeah. I know.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I can't find any good shots of it.
Yeah, they didn't even put the Wolfgang, the PV Wolfgang, which came out, 96 or 95, the first one. So that was a pretty big guitar in the 90s.
Well, it might be because they already put one Eddie guitar on there. So like, well,
no, they need to put two. Okay.
Put all of them.
Yes.
So Caleb, I have a quick question for you.
Okay.
Van Halen related.
Oh, now I'm ready.
So Van Halen 3 came out in 98, right?
That is correct.
Their last album had Tattoo on it. Wasn't that in like 2010, 2011?
2012.
2012?
A different kind of truth.
What album do you prefer?
Oh, a different kind of truth.
Just because of Cubic Zirconia and Dave?
It's got better songs. I'm not a fan of Eddie's tone, obviously, on either of those records. But there's some really good songs on A Different Kind of Truth. It'll sneak up on you, and they did a great job. I wish I could hear the version with Eddie's old rig, because apparently he recorded the whole album with both rigs, and they went with the rig that he was selling in stores was the reason for putting that sound on the guitar on the record. So which I totally understand, but we're talking about one of the greatest amps of all time. And so, yeah, it's a good record.
Cool.
Good tunes.
Jay, what's your thoughts?
I'm 100% in agreement with Caleb on this one. It's the songs are better. I mean, a lot of it probably has to do with, a lot of those songs were written back in the early Van Halen days, and they, went through old tapes and put the riffs together, put songs together.
Yeah,
so that has a lot to
broken
do.
into thirds. There's apparently there's a third of the record is actual songs pre Van Halen 1 that are reworked, and then a third of the songs are from that midpoint when Dave almost got back with them in like the year 2000. Like there was
in the year 2000
when Gary left after Van Halen 3 in that tour and their second studio session, Dave came back for a bit. And there were songs from that sessions or whatever that made it on to the record eventually. So, and then a few of them were actual songs that were written for the record in 2010, 2011. So, but
and I think,
yeah, I mean, I can't stand the whole argument that, and I've said it before, that you can't use old demos. The only reason people don't like that style is because they know they're old demos. And with Van Halen, all that shit got leaked. All their old stuff got leaked on the internet when the internet was created. When it first came, when everyone first had the internet, some of the first things circulated on it were Van Halen demos from the 70s. And if we'd never known that those songs were written in the 70s, then they'd be cool new songs. And every artist has old songs, old riffs, old parts that they bring back and use in current songs. It's just that we know that these are old songs, so it taints them. And so I always thought that was a kind of a bum rap for that take on a different kind of truth, was that it was all old songs. No, it wasn't. So, and everyone uses old stuff. There you go.
I think what else adds to it as well is, being a Van Halen fan for as long as I can remember, the fact that they were putting out another album with David Lee Roth. I mean, it's just had that.
This is fact, by the way, right there.
What?
This is fact. What Rena said.
The internet was created for Van Halen and porn.
Yes, thank you, Al Gore. For this.
But a lot of it really is, or some of it, at least for me. I remember when that album was coming out, like I was like, shit. I was, because my brother, he's the one who, was listening to that shit when I was a little kid. And I remember calling him up one day. I was like, dude, we should, the morning the album comes out, we should drive to the record store like we, like old days. And he wasn't into it. I was like, come on, man, But there's a lot of it just is nostalgia too. A band is putting out their first album with their original singer after how many years, right? Since '84 came out. And you get pumped up, man. So.
Yes.
What's up, Cameron Brown?
Cameron.
Yes.
I want to give a quick stripe assessment of that Bumblebee. Can you hold
Yeah,
that?
they're a little off, but that's cool. I did it.
I love it. It looks good.
I think it did right.
I'm the last one to give a stripe assessment. Looks good.
Yeah.
What is this? Oh. See anything cool over here we got going on? You didn't miss anything.
No, it's a waste of time. What's up, Ryan?
You missed Cameron Brown being awake for at 6 a.m. or 4 a.m. on here. Cameron, you want an invite?
He's probably in his PJs, his pajamas.
I don't know. I can't picture Cameron Brown wearing what do you wear to bed, Cameron? Do you sleep buck naked?
Oh, there we go.
Damn.
What do you guys
Isolate.
What do you guys go to bed in? What do you wear?
Boxer
Me?
briefs.
Yeah, exactly. I used to sleep naked religiously, but now I have a young son, and there's just too many times that I have to get up.
Or he comes crawling into bed on Saturday morning. You got a
that's a little
morning wood.
There you go. Yeah, that's kind of there needs to be a veil for that. So.
Yep.
Ryan, you didn't miss much. Not sure if you saw, but Angelo is gay. Jimmy just notified us first time. We talked about some guitars and talked about Dave Matthews Band for a little bit. That was the extent of the night thus far.
No, this is the push comes to shove stretch. Wayno.
So just straight boxer briefs. That's it.
Boxer briefs, yeah.
No shirt, no shoes, no service.
No shirt. The only time I ever wear a shirt is the winter. If you ever like just get into bed and it's just fucking 43 degrees below zero and you're just like, oh my God, and you can't warm up.
Of course.
Yeah. Besides that, always no shirt.
Am I the only one that goes to bed like fully clothed?
Yes.
Only you can answer that, a genie.
Yeah.
You wear shoes in bed, which is even fucking more weird.
Moon boots. I wear moon boots to bed.
Moon boots.
Nah, dude. If it's like Brian said, if it's wintertime, t-shirt, sometimes a long sleeve t-shirt, sweatpants, socks. I might as well be looking like the kid from Christmas Story. A tick about to pop going to bed. But this thing's loose. Gotta tighten this shit. Renus Pinkle just wears socks. Just one on his wiener.
An homage to Red Hot Chili Peppers Woodstock.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Didn't they do the picture of them walking across Abbey Road with nothing but socks on their cocks?
Right?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Quinn James sleeps like a baby up every 2 hours, crying and having to pee.
The fans drive me to do crazy things. They drive me to pull my pants down and rub my ass in people's faces and all them things.
Whose dog is that?
That's mine.
He sounded like Christopher. What? That's mine.
That's
Christopher.
mine. It's my dog. It's great. It's great dog. He barks too much.
Did you ever see the interview with Dave Grohl talking about Christopher Walken when they were on Saturday Night Live together? Yeah. He's like, is the accent on the foo or the fighters?
On the foo or the fighters? Foo fighters. Foo fighters.
Right?
The Foo Fighters.
Yeah. Foo fighters.
Best.
Yeah.
Another great video of Dave Grohl is when he was addicted to caffeine. Just always looking for fresh pots. You guys ever see that?
What?
Type in Dave Grohl fresh pots.
Yeah, you check it out later. I don't want to look it up.
Good deal.
Fresh pots.
It's pretty funny.
I wore this dog. I wore it up my ass.
This watch. It's up his ass. For 2 years. It's crazy.
Wasn't everybody addicted to meth?
Still am.
I don't know. I never heard that story. Right on.
Toucan underwear.
What do you all sleep in?
Yeah, I was waiting for somebody to start talking about it in the chat, but
it's a little private.
Yeah.
Speaking about privates, I want to thank everyone for watching the show tonight. And if you haven't done so yet, please gently tap the thumbs up or thumbs down, whatever tickles your fancy. And also, if you're just watching, just creeping in the background, and you haven't subscribed yet, but you really want to, just please do it for Jay.
Yeah, do it for
Jay needs subs, so please do so. So thank you everyone for taking the time to watch tonight. Jay, can you pull up our channel members real fast? Just
oh yeah, forgot all about that shit.
Got you, Sen.
Okay, channel members. We got a new channel member tonight. We just skipped right over it. I think it was Smitty. Yeah, I think he extended his membership.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you, Smitty.
Thank you, channel members.
So, if you want to have amazing, in the chat, if you want to have Caleb's face, if you just want to use that as a way to say hi to everyone, got to be a channel member. You got to do it. You got to do it.
Should I read the members?
No, we don't read members.
Save that for you can read some of the patrons in
Oh, okay. I'll do some of the patrons, not some of the members in the green.
Yeah. Green.
Green. Green.
Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah.
Yes, Sen.
Hey, you become a Patreon member to the Under the Bus crew. It's crazy. We got Andy Carson. We got the captain, Mike Smith, Randy Price. It's great. 5150 Fair Warning, Nelson Rodriguez. All day, all night. I gotta say it twice. All day, all night. Paul Martin Woods, Warlag, Sherman Callahan, Jimmy Ray Hawkins, Fairfield Guitar Company, Lewis.
Do it.
Frank Corcoran, Mikey Mojo.
Mikey Mojo.
You gotta say it like that too. Tom Lean, Stephen Franklin, False Flag, Ryan DeWeese, some Dave dude, Joe Riddler, Jeremy Smith, Steve O, 5150.
5150.
Is it CS Cobb or C5 Cobb? I don't know. Get back to me. And of course, Ron. Hey, Jay, can you bring up the buses?
I'm gonna bring up the buses.
Oh, you want me to read this
That's
too?
how Christopher Walken wanted to say $5.
Okay. You can get the short bus patron for $5 a month. Nobody really does it. It really. We just put it. But you can support the channel that way, or you can move up to the double decker, $10 a month. It really helps us out. We have to go. We have to go to Starbucks, and we have to go to Guitar Center. And we have to go to In-N-Out Burger. We have to get ourselves some white headphones. we have to rag on the other people on our show right to their face and mock them like they couldn't reach through the screen and strangle us. Just watch it. Anyway, the top tier is the tour bus, $25 a month. You get a whole bunch of shit. It's crazy.
Big money.
It fully supports. I know, money's tight. People don't have a lot. But if you got it, definitely support the channel if you like what you're watching. And, Caleb doesn't do this voice too often on the show. In fact, rarely ever. And, he's losing it now. It's going away. It's
gone.
I call
bullshit on that.
Thank you very much. Yeah, me too. That's Benny, our friend Benny, the neurotic guitarist. Yes, that's all.
The tour bus patron, our highest level of patronage. Thank you, everyone.
The Big Bopper bus. That's the big motherfucker. Mad motherfuckers can fit on that shit.
It's true. Fuck yeah.
We're
boner.
All right. So let's fuck are you doing?
What are you doing? Oh God, so good. Let's see.
The fuck are you?
shit.
The fuck are you doing?
He's going live from Macca's. What's that?
Paul McCartney's place?
Oh. I fucked that up. Let's do it again.
The fuck are you doing?
All right. You guys have any weird fetishes?
Yes.
Okay. Oops. Gotta turn the volume up here. You ever anybody get busted like this with a friend's girlfriend or anything like this?
Yo.
Darren!
What happened?
Anyone have a foot fetish?
No.
This dude was taking a picture of his friend's girlfriend's feet.
Wow. Oh. Yo. Yo. Yo.
Darren!
Darren. She totally fucked him, by the way, on the side. Like, that's a Darren. Like, how could you?
Yes. Like, what are you? We're gonna get busted.
We're gonna get busted. Play that again. It's obvious.
Yeah.
Yo.
Darren!
Yup.
Right?
Look at her boyfriend though. She's like, he's looking at her like, it's funny, right? No.
Yeah.
Real quick with toes. I don't know anyone like I'm repulsed by feet. Not like when you see feet, but when have you ever seen chicks that have like hairy toe knuckles? That is the most revolting shit ever. It's just like, whoa, you shave everything else, but your fucking hairy toe knucks can't be taken care of. Get the fuck out of here.
Spank bank for laters.
Wow.
It's gross.
You know, Darren had that big toe up his ass.
Yep. Yep.
I'm repulsed by a lot. Like I just don't like hair.
You know, the thing is like people, I don't think the foot fetish thing is as weird or rare as we think it is. I think I don't want to say normal, but I think a lot more people have a foot fetish. It's not something that gets admitted very often, I think. You know, like everybody says, oh, I love asses and I love tits and all that shit and yoga pants and all that. But I think it's a very rare thing for somebody to just come out and say, hey,
I wore this big toe.
I wore this big toe. I love when she wears toe rings.
Toe rings.
I have her wear them while she jogs, and then I take them off her feet and suck them.
Yeah, we like the patrons, but if you have hairy toe knucks,
Hairy toe knucks are just fucking vile, and it's everything that's wrong with this world.
Unsubscribe. I like the music. Yo, Darren, not here.
Who says yo? Is it the dude to his left, or is it the boyfriend?
The boyfriend.
Like, what do you do? How do they? That's got to be a weird thing from now on between those two dudes, right? Knowing that you're taking pictures of my girlfriend's feet.
There you go. But Darren's looking like, you know, you let me do a lot more to those feet the other day. It's your problem.
Yep. All right. What do we got next for you guys?
Darren, not here.
All right. Let's do, let's rock this one next. Okay. Shall we?
We shall.
Oh, Riley's dead. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Who's stopping this?
Oh.
It sucks that that's where it ends. But
we didn't get to see them go through.
Nope.
Is that
I love that it's going, and someone goes, "Wait a minute, who's stopping it?"
Yeah, right.
Oh, fuck. Oh, Riley's dead. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Who's stopping this?
Oh man.
Oh man.
That was ER time.
Is that a fatality?
I don't know, no, but it's definitely ER concussions.
You're gonna have to get a new DSW shoe warehouse sign.
Dude, they didn't even brace themselves. It just sat there and took it. Like, well,
Arms down. Yeah, arms down. Not even arms up.
Damn.
Who's stopping this?
I'm sorry, my arms go up when there's impending headshot doom.
The No Sign Mall.
Dude.
Lone Pine Mall. Pretty good.
That's the Darwin mini mall. God.
Is that the under the bus Michael Jackson in the cart? Oh.
Maybe.
Who's stopping this?
Shama.
Man.
Shama. Shit. Why does it stop?
I know.
Someone find the full tape. Come on.
Well, there's also this angle too. The chick that's at the right there. She has her phone
Right?
on.
Where's her?
Where's her angle?
Right? She gets the headshot. It's like the Zapruder film.
Mm-hmm.
I'm shocked that these are two females. Because generally speaking, only men really do dumb shit.
You're right. You're right.
Oh wait,
When
does that
did you
chick
ever
have her
see
hand?
Sandy?
She has her hand out on the front. Oh, that hand got so destroyed.
It
See
did.
that hand?
Yeah. But the difference, I guess, between the men and women is, women always go to the bathroom in pairs or in tandem or in groups. So
They go to the ER in pairs too.
it's like, well, if you're gonna die, I'll go with you in the cart,
Yeah.
and then we'll both go to the hospital together at the same time.
Double up on this.
Yeah. All right, we got one more for you folks tonight. Where is
What
it?
are you thinking right there? Like, are you thinking this is not going to end well?
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to go our way,
Yeah. When does that happen?
right?
Oh yeah. Perfect question from Wayno. What happens with that sign, Brian?
It'd be covered by insurance. You're just subject to a deductible. So it might not be worth it.
But if they find out that these stupid bitches, did this,
They can make a claim.
can't they make them pay for it? Or
Are they going to subrogate against these dumb fucks? I guarantee they have no money. So it's just going to be a waste of time.
Plus they
can
have
you get
to
arrested
identify them.
for? Can you get arrested for like vandalism or something?
I don't know. I think just having your face broken for stupidity is probably
The
payment
price you
enough.
pay.
Yeah.
Paulie Walnuts wants that in slow motion. I probably should have done that.
Oh,
All right, here we
fuck.
go.
Riley's dead. Oh, shit.
Riley's dead. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Oh, fuck. Who's stopping this?
It's much better in slow.
Yeah. Let's do super
Get a much
slow.
better vibe. Who's stopping this?
Oh, fuck. Who's stopping this?
Oh, they went through and through.
Oh, shit.
Let's do fast.
Stopping this.
All right, let's go back to normal here. And for the final video of the evening. All right, here we go. So I don't know what the hell they're celebrating here, but looks pretty entertaining.
Is this a bris?
And now
Oh, headshot.
for some reason, Billy or Bobby thinks
Billy Joe?
Oh no! Is it stop right there?
no. He's got a lot of weight. It's almost like the guy from last
He could
week,
die.
right?
You could die. You know, the older glass ones, you could die doing that. It cuts you. Oh, is he out?
I think he's out. He's
Yeah.
definitely. He's in.
Oh, bro.
He's
You
in
know
a
what he has?
coma.
I'm gonna zoom in on this. You know, like when you watch boxing and there's a white guy with like the or normal white guy haircut, and they get every punch looks like it's lethal because you just see the hair, the
Yeah.
Lego hair move.
The bouffant is moving
Yes,
at warp speed.
That's what happens to this guy. Look at this shit. Oh shit! I went full screen, so now I lost it. All right, here we go.
That's that McNeely guy who fought Tyson, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's gonna wrap him up in his cocoon of horror.
Yep. My name's was it Peter McNeely or something? What was it?
Peter McNeely, yeah.
Father.
Yeah, my
McNeely.
name's Peter McNeely. Oh God, wasted.
Your slow mo here.
Oh no!
Dude,
Oh, bro!
It's face first. His head hits that glass before any other part of
yeah.
his body.
My man runs like a road runner. He's got his head out first.
Oh. Oh. That window give though. Great construction.
Damn. You know, homeboy's at least 3 bills. So you got a forehead.
And there's no place for your hands to go but on your head when that happens. Everyone does the same thing. Hands to head. Hands to head. Oh.
No.
Hands to head, dude. Why do human beings do that? Like, you know, like if your sports team fails, right? Anybody fails in sports when they needed to come through, first 95% of the crowd, hands to head.
That's like Jay and I's look every Sunday watching the Bears.
Every fucking Sunday.
Right? Multiple times in the 60 minutes, hands to head.
The amount of vile shit that comes out of my mouth during a Bear game should be recorded and studied for future purposes. Why do I get so fucking pissed off?
We should do a live stream. We should live stream us watching the game. And now with the NFL, we can't show the obviously the game on here,
right?
But you'll be able to see our fucking just angry faces.
It's just like 2 guys watching.
That'd be great,
like,
actually.
2 girls, 1 cup. Right,
just two frames, just both you guys, your faces watching the game, and then you get everyone to sync it up, and then they'll watch Jake's reaction and
do a hands to head count.
Oh my god!
Is that him yelling? Oh! Is he Tarzaning into the pool?
Yep, because it stops.
I love how the first one you hear cracking up is a woman.
And he's out. Cold. Cold. Oh,
God, man.
He's lucky that thing didn't shatter.
Oh, man. Too effing funny.
The fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
Brian Beesman. Brian Beesman.
Good show, boys.
Everybody, go check out that Jeremy Roenick story.
Yeah,
prank. It's good stuff. I think we might watch it in the green room right now. So.
Yeah, we'll watch it and check out the Dave Grohl Fresh Pots video. It's 2 minutes. It's hilarious. Enjoy it.
Okay. Well, next week, hopefully we'll have Kurt back with us. If not,
Kurt.
Bend over and I'll show you.
So hope everybody has a great rest of your week, and we'll see you.
Deuces.
What?
Nothing. Let's just end the show.
Kurt, how the hell we doing? Uncle Laser here, your boy Brian. Brian Beesman wanted me to give you a little fucking shout out here. Says you're a huge fan, which I fucking appreciate. I'm out here in Vegas myself. Says you've been spending a lot of downtime at the titter with very little luck penetrating panties. Well, I'm telling you right here. Listen, dude, that's a goddamn full circle game. You don't want to be at the titter looking for pussy. You want to go to your local bar, find you a fucking soft six, a chubby soft six, and take baby steps onto it, son. Unless you got a endless pocket of coin, you ain't gonna fuck them strippers. They ain't giving it out. You know what I'm saying? Or you got to find the ones that will. You got to key it in. Which ones are, been drinking a little bit, and which of them that probably are hurting and desperate for a little greenbacks, a couple shekels. You know what I'm saying? But strip club ain't always the best place to get your ass laid now, son. You just go to your local damn beer joint down there, find you a one-eyed Wanda, and just take her to fucking Pound Town, man. Because if you just go in a strip club spending money is only getting titties in your face and not coming, you just ain't doing it right, old son. Now get with it or get gone. You know what I'm talking about? Be good, my guy.